Welcome back. You're watching Meet the Diplomat. India and Somalia, we both have been suffering from international Islamic terrorism. How do you think we can cooperate with each other in facing this menace?
Somalia and India, they're not the same. They're all Somalis, but they don't know. The thing that is missing is that a division among themselves that they cannot realize that they need to have. They could have been better today if they were all thinking of a government. So we cannot have any, we don't have any connection between, India and Somalia, because our case is different. The case that people call us terrorists, they are terrorists, they call us. I mean, this is the interpretation. I don't call, when somebody says I'm Christian, I don't call a Christian terrorist. Nobody ever called, the Irish, terrorists. Nobody ever called Bader Meinhof, these things. They were Red Brigades everywhere.
Fears have been aroused in the international community that Somalia may be on the way to become Afghanistan. Do you see Somalia moving on the way to it becoming Afghanistan?
It depends how the outsiders work. If they arm different groups to kill each other, you see, the external role plays here. If they divide the Somalis into groups for their own interest and give guns to each other, to fight each other, then it will be like any other place where there's a chaos. We have been like that already. 15 years we have been having, people who are terrorizing the masses. So Afghanistan is another case. It's not to compare with Somalia. Afghanistan is a big country, huge country, 3 times, 4 times bigger than Somalia. They have their own politics, their own problems. Not Somalia.
What about arms embargo? Where are they coming from?
Ask the United Nations. There is a report, 2000, 2002, 2003, report prepared by panel of experts appointed by the Secretary General. You read that report. They will show you where we are coming from.
What does it say?
It tells you literally where they are coming from, each country's supply. They will tell you, but why they didn't do anything? That's the question. Why the UN Security Council only says we have taken note. At the bottom of the resolution says we have taken note and we request the neighboring countries and countries not to do these things.
But the resolution is not respected and it's not accepted.
Well, whose problem is that? It's the UN to punish the guy. So that's why is the resolution respected? So that's why I'm telling you UN has to be something.
You mean to say the problem that is prevailing in Somalia would not have come to this an extent had UN taken some notice?
Had UN taken action against those who supplied, who broke the embargo, being punished, Somalia wouldn't have been like that. But
so one of the main factors which has brought the problem up to this level is UN.
Well, for us, if you don't take action against the guy who breaks your resolution, then you are the problem.
But what is the strategy that Somalia is making to come out of this conflict, crisis, disaster that it has been suffering for more than 1 decade?
I hope so. I hope the new government will approach the people, will tell exactly what you are saying, that we have had enough time. Let's put our home in order. Let's work together. Let's find help from outside to rebuild the country. So it depends. Strategy is only to reconcile oneself, to reconcile the people and the government themselves. Then I'm sure outside friends are ready to help.
You think you'll be able to make it again Somali Democratic Republic?
Well, you see, the word democracy, democratic, if you read the history of democracy, every government that took power by force, especially the military, they always put the name democratic.
But will Somalia again become democratic?
Somalia is democratic now. Somalia is more democratic than ever because it's all free.
In the end, I just need a crisp answer on your view on the deployment of foreign troops, peacemakers in Somalia.
Well, if they can do something, I wouldn't mind. But Somalis don't like. Generally speaking, we don't like foreign forces. They might bring a culture that we don't have. So it's not...
So you're happy the way
I need help to leave me alone, give me help that I myself can reconcile ourselves. Don't give me forces who themselves need
But
help.
what expectation do you have from India?
India could be very, very, very helpful in the reconstruction of the country.
So, Mr. Omar, you're saying that you're not the least developed, not the poorest, but you've been made the poorest. Hope you restore peace and prosperity soon in the country, and India shall play a good role in reconstruction of the country. Thanks a lot for talking.
Most welcome.
Well, that's all for today in Meet the Diplomat. We meet soon next week. Till then, bye-bye.